just to ahead of FCT. But we had quite a number of very, very important roads within the economic corridor of the nation today approved. But let me start with the one that was approved for Ado-Ekiti Igede project. That's about 5.44 billion. We also have 6 projects totaling 102 billion under one memo, and that is the projects, at Egbeda. Egbeda is boundary between Lagos and Ogun. We also have one of the projects, Abuja-Lokoja. If you go through Abuja-Lokoja, you see that some of the sections of the road done by RCC and Dantata and Soho is folding, it's folding. And when they were confronted, they say it was high temperature, but that is not the truth. So we have, section that aspect and is being redone. Then we also have that of Ojere Road in Ogun State. We have Elara Iselu in Ogun State too. We have, another project in Iyeni Ilawe in Ekiti State. And finally, one project in Kufu in Kasena State. And the third is a comprehensive evaluation of the piles in Tomeland Bridge and the Kata Bridge. We, in 1999, there was an evaluation carried out, and they saw there were some deteriorations. And in 2013, it was repeated, and it was found out that the deterioration was progressive. And so we decided as a responsive ministry to, check all the piles, inside the water in Tomeland Bridge and the Kata Bridge, so that we can devise solution to stop, further decay of the piles. And that is for 3.571 billion. That to investigate, that to, give us report, and that to design the remedies. Then we have the Lagos-Calabar Coastal Highway. Mr. President graciously directed that, why the sections 1 and 2 are going on within Lagos, section 1 Lagos and section 2 Lagos to the boundary of Ogun State, that we should start another section in Calabar and Akwa Ibom. And that's what we have done, and it's about 65 kilometers by 2, dualized. The project is going to cost us 1.334 trillions for a total kilometer of 130 kilometers, and of course it's on EPC plus F. So that has been approved by the FEC. And the 4th project is a total of 10 projects. And graciously, the famous Second Niger Bridge, the access route to the Second Niger Bridge being an issue. But today, FEC approved the Second Niger Bridge, the access route. There's one in Delta, 479 billion. It's to be done with concrete. And there is one in Anambra State, is to be done with concrete, 448 billion. FEC also approved, the Lagos-Ibadan, phase 2, section 1, for a contract sum of 195 billion, and that is CBC. So these are the 3 PIDF projects that are, approved. And PIDF has been taken over by the Renew Hope, infrastructure funding. We will see the last one, which is the 3rd PIDF project, which is Abuja Kano. We come to that. And so a total of 885 billion has been approved for these 10 projects. But I just highlighted the major ones. But we also have the Onisha Owerri Expressway, which is 22 billion. We also have the Wusasa-Jos route in Kaduna State, which is 18 billion. Then also, curiously, we got approval for a reconstruction of 3 sections of Lokoja to Benin. And this approval is to be done on concrete. Graciously, the FEC approved. and that is the Section 1, that is Obanaja to Benin, which is by CGC, 64 billion. There is Obanaja to Section 2, which is Awuchi to Edo section, which is 110 billion. And the last section is Eho to Benin in Edo State, which is 134 billion. So total of all of them is 885 billion. And then we have one project that is in Agbogogo in Abia State with a spur in Mako in Enugu State. That is, we had to descope it within the limit of the fund that is available, and that is 12.75 billion. And then the big one is Section 1 and 3 of the famous Abuja Kado Road. You are aware that we terminated this project from Beja, and we sliced it into 2 lots. So lot 1 is Section 1, which is the boundary of FCT and Niger State. But we also increased the scope by 5.71 at that point, going towards Kogi State. And then we also have Section 3, which is in Kano. We also increased the scope by about 17 kilometers, going to Aminu Kano International Airport. So on the whole, we have about 118 kilometers, and the entire section is going to be lit up. We are preparing on how to tow the road. So we have a solar light all through this section of 118 kilometers, and the total cost of 252 billion, and it's to be done on concrete, except Section 3, which will be done in asphalt. But majorly Section 1 is going to be done on concrete, and let me say that the cost, even doing it with concrete, is far cheaper than the cost we offered Beja, which they rejected. And let me also add finally that we have, settled with a Daily Trust. They've been to our office, and we graciously explained ourselves. They're happy, and we are happy. But the good thing is that the company they reported is a fake company. That's not the company that we awarded the job. And this company we awarded the job graciously are the same company that leased out all the equipment that Beja was using on that road. So we are saving money by not going to pay for another mobilization. It's a question of releasing the equipment, from the yard of Beja, and the work is started. So I invite you by next week for a very detailed groundbreaking ceremony. And everybody will be very happy. By the end of February, I would like you to evaluate me on the success of that road. I'm sure that within the next 2 weeks, we will come up with the last lot, which is 82 kilometers by 2, and that is in Kaduna, state. And we have also, asked for companies to tender. We also invited Beja to come and tender. In each of the cases, we asked them to tender, because when we can't agree on pricing, then we have to all go to BPP. They are the headmasters, they are the one in charge. They will be able to say Beja is right or wrong. But where they don't appear, it means they want to be treated specially. And this administration has no room to isolate any company to treat specially, because it's going to upset, that particular sector. So we don't want to do that. So we'd like you to monitor us and hold us, accountable as far as that project is concerned. Thank you very much.